I posted a graphic a couple of days ago that said, God never wastes pain. Phrases when I am in a land of suffering myself. And when I posted it, it got some great responses. But one of the responses I got was, phew, what does that mean? And I wanted to make sure that I took the time to come on and explain what that means to me. About 10 years ago, I heard a sermon on this topic that really did change my life and give me confidence in God, a new, stronger confidence in God that I stand on to this day. In Psalm 56, David is in a world of pain and trouble. He is a prisoner of war. He's fighting the Philistines. He's got trouble on every side. I mean, he's in pain. And he starts by lamenting his trouble to God. It's really kind of a very sad psalm, but halfway through it, he says, "But you know what, God? You keep track of my sorrows," or one translation says my tossings. And he further says, "You catch all my tears in a bottle and you record every one in your book." Now, does that mean that God literally catches every one of our tears in a bottle, or that he literally records them in a book? Probably not. But what I am sure it does mean is that there is no tear that goes wasted or unseen by our God. There's no sorrow that we go through, no wrong or injustice or painful experience that God is not mindful of. Even when you feel like nobody else can see you, or maybe that you have no one who understands you or even can fathom what it is you're going through and experiencing, know this: God sees you. God understands. God can fathom it. As a matter of fact, God got on the cross and suffered everything for us. So there's no suffering or temptation known to man that, one, you can't get through, or two, that God did not experience himself through his son Jesus. So when you are truly suffering and in pain, know that it's not wasted. First, because you're not by yourself. God sees you. God's going to give you victory for those ashes. He's going to replace that mourning with dancing and with joy. It is not lost on God. You are not lost on God. You are not going through anything alone, even if there's not somebody in the flesh that you can touch right now who can support you or who you feel like understands. But also know too, which I know for sure, even in this very season, pain is a workout, right? God works all things together for the good, doesn't he? Does that mean that everything is good? No, but it's working for your good. You're going to wake up one day sometime down the road, and I hope it's not that far, where you look back and you're like, phew, I'm thankful for that experience. I count that suffering as joy. That pain made me stronger. How can that be? Well, I mean, come on, you guys, you work out, so you know there's no way you can lift weights without pain. And there's no growth if you don't lift that weight. So when you're going through that pain, know that you're working out and you're getting stronger. And each time you go through an experience, you're going to come out better for it on the other side. What do I know last about pain? Thanks be to God, it doesn't last always. This that you're going through right now, like everything else you've already made it over, is going to pass. I don't care if it feels so heavy right now that you feel like you can't even breathe. It doesn't matter that you can't see your way out of it. You put one foot in front of the other one. You keep waking up with prayer and with praise. You keep going to bed, leaving your requests before God, and know that that pain is on a time release. God is not going to allow you to experience so much of it that it overtakes you or consumes you. You plus God is a majority, and you can handle this. So if you can't rest in anything else during this suffering season, know this too shall pass. So that's what I know about pain. I know God's keeping track of it. I know it's a workout that's good for you. And I know it's not going to last always. I hope this helps somebody. I love y'all. I'm rooting for you. But even more important than that, God's rooting for you and loves you first, last, best, and always. Have a good week out there. Bye.